All right. Do you guys have questions? I feel like a lot of you, I know Lauren and Shay and Jerica was just on the other one, but do you guys have questions about anything?
I only jumped on for like the last 10 minutes, so I don't want to even talk about.
Yeah, we kind of just talked about nutrition pretty much most of the time.
Is anybody having a hard month, or is it, I mean, not to make excuses, and I would never admit this to any of my coaches, but this has been the hardest month of my since 2 or 3 years.
For me, April sucked, but I don't know why, because I was like my own journey was sucking, and so that's why it was hard. And May's been kind of hard too. You guys, I haven't even signed a coach this month, so I'm like, okay, I need to get my business together. But yeah, it's been kind of hard, and I don't really necessarily know why. So
makes me nervous too, because I feel like people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'll just wait till summer's over."
Yeah.
Like, well, we're back on a schedule, and I'm like, that was your excuse before, so you didn't have time.
And I'm sure with kids, summers are crazy. I'm sure it's way better when they're in school and you have that schedule. But come on, people, like that's going to happen every year. If you can't figure out your routine and some type of something to stick to, you're never going to reach any goal in life, but it's really hard to not be rude about it. I don't know. And I struggle with that with the whole kids, because I don't know fully how it is to have your kids home all day every day. So it's hard for me to talk about that because I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any tips about how to like talk about that, pass them along.
Honestly, it's a mental thing for me now. I mean, the physical part's great, but like after 3 babies, I mean, Micah's like a whole, you know, we love Micah, but I mean, not everybody looks like that after 3 babies. Like she's
4.
Or 4, yeah, 4, seriously. But I think for me, you can, Cozy, coming at that, you can just say like, you know, I don't know necessarily how you feel, but I know that several coaches on my team who do have lots of kids, it has switched more from a physical thing to a mental thing. And starting my day with exercise allows me to be a way better mom.
And I was thinking that because what day, so Micah and JD and Micah, my house isn't that big. Shay, you've been here. All the kids were here, my 2 roommates, all the kids were here like all weekend. And I was like, I'm going to lose my mind because it was pouring rain outside. So they couldn't go outside and play. And we had like an air mattress downstairs, and it was just a disaster. And I'm kind of a clean freak. So I'm like, ugh. But I was like, me and Micah, when we worked out, I'm like, I actually understand why moms are like, I need a minute and go work out and sweat it out. And so I was like, okay, it like calms your nerves. And it totally did. So I'm like, hey, I need to like talk about that. But
yeah, I actually, for me, it's been like, work's been like insanely busy. And so then you add in like the last month of school, it's like, it's the craziest. So that's been kind of like where I've been trying to like talk to people, like, you have to take that time. Like it's for my sanity, right? Like, so I don't know, that to me is worth it. So I think it's the craziest time. I think it's only been hard for me because I'm seriously trying to I have to get enough sleep. So I know we always talk about like the season of hustle, like you get less sleep and you're, you know, working, but like I literally have been getting like 5.5 hours, 6 hours of sleep this last 2 weeks. And I feel like it's showing in everything. Like I'm a little bit more short-tempered. I can barely get through conversations with people. I just can't think through things. So that's been kind of like my thing. I was talking to my husband. I'm like, I have to put my health priority number 1, because that's going to flow to everything else. And so I thought about talking about that. So I think that that's where I'm struggling, because I am trying to fill everyone else's cup and do both my jobs, and I'm not doing it for myself. And then it starts here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's that whole essentialism thing, is like being able to really focus on one thing instead of like half doing 20 different things. That's not going to get you very far. So
Right.
So I was going to share, and I don't know if Micah might watch this as a recording, but I had kind of a heart-to-heart with her yesterday because I'm kind of in the same boat, Lauren, is like, I was talking like, okay, I know at the core is our own journey, and like getting ourselves, like not just working out, like our personal development. And so what I was doing is I was waking up and doing my personal development and doing my Bible study and doing my workout. And then I was leaving my like power hour and business stuff to kind of like chance and doing power pockets like I used to do when I worked full time. And it wasn't getting done or getting done right. And Mike was like, you have to do income producing activities first thing. Like first thing. And I was doing 80-day obsession, and I was just like, I can't do 80 day. Like I wanted to finish, and I don't want to look like a quitter, but at the same time, like I look like that essentialism. Okay, what's really important? And is like, do I need to do an hour workout? Like, do I need to go back to maybe T20, or what 30-minute program can I get in somewhere else that like, or maybe like we talked about, like, yes, follow the calendar, but give yourself grace and maybe, only do 5 days a week, if that means you can hustle on a weekend. So, but yes, sleep. Like I know for me, like when I'm tired, I am not a good mom. I'm not, and I'm a really not nice wife. Like I can be nice to everybody else, but like I don't know if I'm the only one, but like my husband gets the wrath of it when I'm exhausted. And so like, he'll even be like, you need to go take a nap. And I'm like, no, I need to work. He's like, no, you need to go take a nap. So I've learned that like, I'm going to wake up early regardless, because I'm a morning person, but that's when I need to do my business. So I'm kind of changing it. Actually, I mean, I'm on date, it was today, but like I woke up early and I was like, okay, alarm goes off. I don't even get in my workout clothes. I make myself a coffee and I sit down and I'm doing my business, whatever that looks like. So I'm doing that first. And that actually mentally helped me way more than like exercise. And then I end up getting my workout in later, but like, you just have to figure out what season you're in, and what that will look like. But like, I know for me, like I told Mitch, like we like to watch a show at night together. And I was like, babe, I just need to go to bed. I'll read for like 10 minutes or do something like that. But I don't know, like I'm at kind of a transition point too, Lauren, of it's end of the year, it's school, it's kids, it's transition with my husband's job. And sometimes like you might just have to restructure your day, like when you work your business, maybe what your workouts look like, meal prepping and that type of thing. Like maybe have to restructure using that essentialism. Like what can you let go? What can you tell your husband? Like, hey, I'm not going to get to laundry. Like I need to take a nap or whatever. I mean, whatever that might look like on the weekends or whatever. Even if it's a 30-minute nap, I mean, you need to get your sleep. That's a huge part. That's just as important as drinking water, eating right, and exercise.
That's so interesting you said that, because when we did the power hour or the live action hour this week during the morning, I actually overslept that's how tired I was. I set my alarm for 5:30 p.m. and not 5:30 a.m. So when my husband's and my daughter's alarm went off at 6, I was already running like a half an hour later than what I wanted to be, but I'm like, I need that extra 30 minutes. So I was like, holy crap, like now I'm really late and now I gotta somehow like cram all this in. It wasn't even enjoyable. But when I sat down to work, I was like, I need to think about, do I need to switch up my power hour? Because maybe I just get up and bust it out in the morning, right? And at least get an hour in. If I get up at 5, I can get a good hour in and still get a 30-minute workout in. Like that's where I need to stay right now, because work for me in the next 3 months is insane. And then trying to figure out where the kids are going and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I need to restructure it. So I'm glad you're kind of saying that, because I need to remember that. It felt so good Wednesday night that I had half of my stuff done. You know what I mean? And that was huge for me. So
and hopefully it was, like you said, more enjoyable to just get it done in the morning. And I've had a few coaches of mine that have like younger kids say that they're way better off to get up in the morning, first thing, do their power hour. And then they're like, I can do my workout if my kids are running around. It's not the best, but they're like, I can do it. I can't sit and do and focus on a power hour if they're being crazy. He's like, I can't. So I'm like, if you need to switch those two around. And so many people with coaching is like, oh, I'm going to get up at 5 and I'm going to read my personal development and do my workout because that's what everybody does, right?
Yes.
But if it doesn't fit for you, switch it up. Like they don't need to know if you like you can just say that's what time you get up regardless. And really, like you just said, you can chug your pre-workout halfway through your power hour, and then you're literally ready right when you're done to do your workout.
I think you can squeeze a workout in. I mean, even if you got to get a 20-minute in late at night, or, I mean, I'd rather, like, yeah, like Jericho said, like, I can get my workout in. It might not be my best, but I'd rather see my kids working out than
That's so good.
being on my phone like that. Oh, that's such a good, that's
Yeah.
so good.
I love that, because even like, well, my kids are older, so I don't really have to worry about that. So in the evening, it's more like all the places they have to be, right? So, and usually Jeff is like super dad. He's like making dinner, he's picking up, he's doing all this stuff while I'm upstairs. But literally the kids come and talk to me like when I'm sitting at my computer. I mean, I'm still doing regular work. I haven't even touched my power hour. And if I knew that that was all done in the morning, you know, and all I had to do in the night was maybe do more connections, I can do that. So yeah, I would much rather them see me busting out my workout at night than
Rachel Hollis and then Melanie Mitro. I don't know if you guys watch her podcast. She talked about like, when are you the most creative? Like, when are you like, so some people it's night, but it's in the morning. By night, I'm just dead. Like, I really am. Like, I don't have like a whole lot left to give. And so like, do those mundane, like somebody was telling me, like, fold laundry when you're exhausted. Don't leave, like, don't fold laundry in the morning when you like have the most energy or whatever that is. Like when you're the most creative, like protect that time and work during that time. Like, get your power hour done in the morning, and then, you know, you can kind of, we all want to be like doing our great, but like if you can't do both, like work out at your top and do your power hour at top, just like for me, like I've got to make this business work or I have to go back to work full time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, what's priority right now? Yes, I do want to be in great shape, but I can still be healthy and not have to work out an hour a day, but work my business. So I don't know, right? Rachel Hollis and Melanie Mitro, like their podcasts have really been speaking to me lately because it's all about the like busy mom.
Yeah, Melanie's have been good.
They have been.
Hey, you guys. So I wanted to ask y'all, like, you know how Micah says it drives her crazy? I don't know why my video is not working. I live out in the boonies, and so it's always jacked. But she says, like, it drives her crazy when we hit Success Club, like, on the last night, or you know what I mean. And do y'all have any strategies, or, like, what do y'all do to hit Success Club early? Because, like, it's freaking getting old, like, just stressing out about Success Club. And I feel like, I know I must not be doing all the things or it would be working. So do y'all have like, or want to come up with like some strategy? Like, I mean, cause a lot of people just make it seem so simple. Like I hit Success Club 10 by the 10th. I'm like, really? Cause I don't. And then the other thing is, does it really take y'all an hour to do your power hour? Cause like, I don't know, but it takes me forever. And I don't know if it's just cause I'm not good at it, but it's more like power, like couple of hours, or is that normal? I feel like I'm doing stuff wrong because it's like the 23rd and I'm only at Success Club 2 and I've been consistent. So I don't know. I just was wondering if y'all had like some little tips or something, those of you who have hit Success Club. Or
I would just try to treat, like we all have that big like urgency, the 30th, like to have everything done. You have to treat the 10th that way. Like, hey, no matter what, this is the very last day. And mentally, and your confidence, when you talk about it, you just have to do that. Because so many times people will push the last week of the month, and they push so hard that last week, then the first 2 weeks of the month, they don't do anything. And that's when, like, people's business, that's hard. So you just have to, like, go balls to the wall for the very beginning of the month and hit it. Just literally mentally be like, hey, it has to happen before the 10th or the 15th, or else I'm doing this or whatever. I mean, I can get my power hour done. You're probably just overthinking it. Just because I know you, I guarantee you're just overthinking all the little things that you're saying. You're talking to people. Just don't overthink it. Just be yourself. Do voice memos. Do stuff. Make it short and sweet. And just, I mean, I'm sure all of us have gotten better at it over the years. I've gotten way faster at it over the years. But at the same time, you just have to stop overthinking every little thing. Because then you're like, well, should I invite this person? I don't know. And then you look at all their stuff and then you're like, no, they're actually already doing this workout. Like you just can't overthink it. You just have to send the invites, do the connects, and then put your phone away. And this is my thing, don't answer while you're doing your invites and messages. Don't respond to other messages coming in. That's what I do. I don't respond to those until I'm done with my full power hour. And then I'll go back, if I have time, I'll go back and answer those messages. Because it does take a really long time if you're like inviting, but then having a chit chat here and there and inviting and having a chit chat. So that makes it way longer.
And also write down the task that you have to do during that power hour too. So like there might be some of those tasks that you might be able to do later. Like what are the like ones that, that you need to be at a computer for, and then what are the rest that you can do while you're doing, whatever, like personal development or like certain things. Like I can listen to that in the shower. I don't have to do that during my power hour. Also the connection stuff that like Micah was, that video yesterday was awesome that she had where, you're adding people and you're following them, adding to collections. Like you can kind of do that when you're mindlessly doing something else. And I know today I listened to the power hour from Moira, what's her name? Moira
Kombucha.
So anyway, and I like learned like how she did hers. And so it's like, you don't have to follow a power hour that like exactly like Micah or exactly like Moira, like, but take from each of them, like what will work for you, but just make sure you're doing those income producing. For me, I felt really stuck in power hours because the old way I was doing it wasn't working anymore. Because like Facebook's changed and Instagram's changed. And so I listened to hers and I like followed along with her, and her video was 1 hour and I followed along with her in that hour and I wrote down on a paper. And so tomorrow I'll redo so then you just get faster at that. I think Ashley McClellan, like she said she does hers in like 30 minutes or 45 minutes or something like that. Like birthday messages, bam. Like, I mean, she's like, bam, bam, bam. Like, so, I mean, you don't have to have it look the same as everybody else's, but maybe you're like spending too much time in a certain task that you could do at another time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've never had music on my Instagram, so that's lame.
Music?
I've never had the music on my Instagram stories ever.
It kicks you off. Like I'm scared to use it because so many of my coaches said that they've been like frozen because they use the music or whatever.
Who knows?
I don't have it either, Cozy.
Yeah, and I don't know if I have the quick replies. Like but having
what's quick replies?
Yeah, I don't have the quick replies.
It's almost like Ditto or shoot, what's the one
or
text replacements? Yeah,
it's just on your Instagram, so it will
yep.
pop up, which is awesome. And like I was saying in one of the other masterminds, that when I'm taught, like every month I'll do a boot camp video and I try to make it around 5 minutes, so short, so people actually will listen to it, and explain price, what it's going to be, what date it's starting, the prizes I'm doing, how the actual group works. I just tell them everything. And then when they want information, I just send them that video instead of like chit-chatting back and forth. So many of us would be like, well, what's your goals? Of course we need to ask them what their goals are, but at the same time, then you write back. And then they're asking like, well, how much is it? Or what does it entail? And then you write back. Like that whole back and forth chit-chat is annoying to me. So that's why I have loved doing the videos, which that could totally help make all your just things a little bit shorter. And maybe, I don't know, I just feel like people will be like, okay, I understand what this is. And you're not trying to like beat around the bush. Tell them the price, tell them everything. And a lot more people respond. They watch it really quick. And I feel like they can sense your energy. So that's been working way better for me too. Is just having that video to send, do a new one every month. And it's been better.
I like that because then usually you're like talking about goals and what they're wanting to accomplish and all that. And then they want to know price and then they ghost you. So it's like, get the price and everything there is out of the way. And if they're interested, do you think that would help you obtain your goals or something?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Keep the conversation going that way. So you don't waste all your time.
And you're not.
And I kind of tell them
middle ground.
Yeah. I tell them when I send them, I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you this video next, check it out. And I'll kind of tell a little bit about it, like how we're going to work. It tells me all about me. You get to see my vibe, as blah, blah. Then I'll say, and then if you're like, if you're watching it and I'm like, yeah, I totally want to hang with this chick, then, fill out the rest of the form, and then let's chat, girlfriend. And if you're like, no, she's super cool, but not my thing, that's what I say. Then I'll be like, no problem, girlfriend. We will just hang out on Insta. And like people like love that kind of thing. And it's done. Like sent, done, info out.
Yeah, and I feel like people that continue, they write back after you do that, then they're actually ones that are interested versus people that are just being nice because they can't say no, and then they ghost you, and then they waste 3 weeks of your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly.
I just think sometimes people don't know how to just say like no, and then they like, I mean, how many of us have like got all their information, sent them a share cart, and then they completely ghost you? You're like, do that. Doesn't make no sense in my brain, but whatever. Yes. Minerva, that's where she's wasting time. Yeah. No more small talk, chit chat. Obviously you get to know people, and that's where I think the connecting is fun because you can get to know them. But when you're actually talking about a group or talking about coaching specifically, I would just rather give them the information. If they're interested, great. If they're not, move on. You know, that's how I feel.
So any ideas for those that maybe this is the first time I haven't, like Minerva was saying, like I haven't hit Success Club. And I'm like on a 30-something-month streak. Like it's bad. But I'm like, okay, like but like any ideas besides just the normal stuff? Like anybody doing anything? Like I have a free group that ends tomorrow that I've been going live every night. I'm going to invite all those people. Like I'm just looking for some, I've never had to be like, I haven't been this, I guess, desperate in a long time. But I'm like, I just remember like there was one time it was like New Year's Eve, and like at midnight I like hit Success Club, and I'm like, I will never do that again. And I have that feeling again, like it's like sickening, and I hate this feeling, but I let myself get here. So any ideas on hitting Success Club quick? Anybody? What are y'all doing for June?
I'm stuck for June, Shay. I don't know why. I think it might be because I'm just mentally blocked, but I would love to hear ideas too. Or maybe we can kind of brainstorm a little bit because I'm kind of the same way.
Like a flash sale, you know, it's like, should we do a flash sale again? It's been like 4, 5, 6 months. I can't even remember the last time we did flash sale.
When we did that whole big one, that was in November. That was like November 20th that week. So it's been a long time. So that's why I did one, and it was good for me. And it was good for my coaches to have something to invite to. So that was good.
Was it a one day flash sale, or what was it?
No, we did it for 2 days, and then the last day we extended a day. So 3. Monday, Tuesday.
You could almost like do it like, you know, how Bath and Body and like Victoria's Secrets, you know, like semi-annual, like boom, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, you totally could do
summer flash, summer something.
Annual flash sale.
Yeah.
What are you offering?
So we just did this, like I can send you guys the Google Doc that we used. Obviously you just changed the dates, but the only thing we did, obviously I told my coaches that if they got something, they would have to take care of the little gift separately. So like the $20 Amazon gift card or whatever. But then we just did, if they signed up with the coach count, they would go in for the drawing for a $100 gift card. And then if anybody got anything, they went into a $50 drawing. So just that's really all we did. We didn't do anything big, but when you divide it by a few coaches, it's not that big of a deal. And I told my coaches that if they had somebody sign up with the coach count, they would go in for the drawing. And then I would also send them a headband, just like as a little coach gift. So that's all.
So something we did the last week in April, we did a free group, and we opened it up to our entire downline. And if you wanted to add people to the free group, you had to pay $5. And so that $5 bought our free group kit. We did a Cinco de Mayo clean eating thing. So it was like a whole kit that we bought for like $40, but we had like 140 or something because so many people bought in to add people. And then we did that bought the kit, and then we did a $100 drawing because we had it left over for anybody who signed up for the loyalty program at the free group. And then it ended at the very start of May. It was like May 3rd or something. So then all the people in the free group were buying. So that helped a lot of our coaches
Yeah.
get some early.
Yeah, the Cinco de Mayo. Was it a challenge pack that you did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Oh, no. Wait, what?
What do you mean? You said you got a kit.
We bought like a challenge group, a free group kit off of Etsy.
Oh.
And there's meal plans, all the graphics, all the posts, all the content, everything in there. So we're like, well, maybe we'll do this like every other month. But
then once you have it, you have it, right?
Mm-hmm. And like we just, any coach that wanted to add people paid $5. So we had even like discounters who were like, oh, well, my friends want in, you know, and we're like, okay, well, you can pay $5 and you can add them and we can run it through your account, or you give your coach's link and they will be assigned to your coach because your coach paid the $5.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then we didn't we have like a prize, Lauren?
Yeah, well, and that was the other thing. They had to sign up for the free membership
Mm-hmm.
The clean week.
to be under it in order. So they were like, yeah, they were a customer when they got into the free group.
I like that because I love free groups, but I don't do them very much because I feel like sometimes it's super all these freeloaders that never actually do anything.
Well, and it's so much work to put them together and you get like nothing out of it. So to have everybody pitch in $5 for the content,
Makes it
we
work.
didn't have to create anything.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
I didn't know they had such things.
I was just gonna say, how did you even figure that out, or what do you even search on Etsy? You know?
So it kind of came out funny. One of Anna's coaches was asking, like, where do you get content? Like, is there a place I can buy stuff? And she's like, I'm sure you could just look on Etsy. So she typed one in, and there was this free Cinco de Mayo group, and or free clean eating group, and we were like, done. Like, we didn't even know details. We just went live on our team pages, and we're all, who wants to do it? And everybody was super excited. So we just were winging it, but it was good.
Is it the free? Yeah, 5
Like
days free clean eating challenge, $40.
Yeah, the Mexican clean eating
It
challenge.
was a Mexican.
Mhm.
Well, that's cool.
So, and we were thinking like for like the next one we would do, it was a lot of work to get everybody like paying their $5 and getting everybody approved once they had the free membership. So we decided to do it every other month
Yeah.
instead of the last week of every month.
Stressful. No, that's a good idea. I never knew that existed. Good idea. Because
Right.
that's why I don't do it. Because like you just said, it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cozy, I just messaged you. Will you send me that Google Doc for the flash sale?
So yeah.
Yeah, I would totally
We've
take
done
that.
it over this a while, but I think I'm going to do one next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's my annual flash sale. Open it up to my downline.
Because Shay, you could do, if you did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you could extend it a day, and that gets you into June.
Okay. And any other details you want, like Cozy, what you did, like I like how you said, like, so with all the like if you have a coach that participates, you just divide the $50 and the $100 gift card by how many ever coaches.
Well, we kind of just like me, Jalen, and Ashley. We're just chipping in for the 150. So it's kind of just for like we kind of just did it for our downline. But if they would personally have to send them a $20 gift card if they got a challenge pack or something. We're not.
I remember doing that with Mike and them, but I just like waited till I just said, okay, on that so when I got paid on that Thursday from Beachbody,
Yeah.
that's the day that I sent, the Amazon gift cards. And that was so easy because all you got to do is you just need their email.
Yeah, Amazon,
Yeah.
or I would always just do an email gift card of some sort. Even if they want to Target, it doesn't matter. You can just do it through email. So yeah, and it's so easy. You can just go so you just schedule all the posts, and so say we did it on Monday, schedule all the posts. It's within a 2-hour period that we got all of them scheduled. And then after that, that's when we would do like a ring the bell post, and yeah. And you could go live a couple of times if you want, but if you guys use this, at least the prices that are on there will be ones that are, because we had to change because the prices on some of it, because it was like, weren't on.
So this is accurate. This is actually accurate prices. We just would need to change the dates.
Yeah, just the dates. So, yep,
Okay.
super easy. I don't know. It's just good because
Did you do it on Facebook or Challenge Tracker?
Oh, we did it on Facebook, and it's so easy. Like, I would put the link to the group, and literally I would just say, hey, I don't know if you're interested. My team and I are doing a flash sale with all the supplements and the workouts that I am always doing. There's a $50 and $100 gift cards up for grabs. So go ahead and request to join if you want to check it out. Like, super easy. And a lot of people would just go and request to join. Just make sure you have the question added to where only admins can accept people in, and where they ask, like, who added you to the group, so that you can keep track. If you have the swipe up on Instagram, that you can link it to that too. Super easy. So yeah, I don't know, something like that, just to different to talk about.
Yeah, no, I like it. I
thought we did it in like, for some reason, because time goes by so fast, I'm like, did we just do one in like January or February? And then when I went to look at all the dates, I'm like, no, it was November.
You posted all these in one day, flash sale, right?
All the flash sale, and it tells you the time to schedule it. So I think it's every 15 or 20 minutes. It shows you the time. Did you flash? So we just did a group. We opened a group on Facebook. So yeah, super easy. But I do like the whole Etsy. I'm gonna have to get one of these because
I like these. These are super easy.
Yeah. So.
Okay, wait, I missed it. What? Super easy?
Your group, your thing you bought on Etsy.
Etsy. Oh, I was like, wait. Like, I need easy. What just happened?
I need that.
Funny. No, I'm gonna totally get one of those. That's perfect. Hey guys. Well, thanks for hopping on. Hopefully helped a little bit with something. But yeah. Always good to see people's faces. I'm excited for Summit.
Yeah.
No, not even 2 months, like 6 weeks. That's exciting.
Crazy.
Still don't have a hotel.
What?
No, it's like 10 weeks.
I still don't have a hotel.
You don't have a hotel?
Mm-mm.
Wasn't there somebody saying that they had like 3 rooms and they didn't need them anymore?
Who?
And
Tara and I.
Jay, I have a shit ton of rooms available.
maybe it was Brennan.
I bought them thinking we were going to be an elite team last year and have a shit ton of people. And I think I have 3 of us going to Summit because all my runners are pregnant. Hey, I'll get you some medicine.
Hey, Bri, I'll message you. I've got like 3, like me and another girl, like I've got 2 or 3, like I've got coaches that we need a room.
Okay, because me and my 2 runners bought, I think we bought 2 hotel rooms each. And as of right now, it's me and my husband and my girl who just hit Diamond and her husband that are going. Because my other runner is going to be too pregnant to go. So I think we legit have like 6 rooms and I think we have like 4 available.
Yeah, message me spaces in detail because like I know like a couple of my coaches are on the wait list, but they haven't we haven't heard yet. And I saw that some rooms were open and I was going to get it. And they're like, well, let's wait to the wait list. And we've just been in this like, and so honestly, like I'm getting to where it's like, all right, you guys, let's, I'm down. So some people reached out to me and was like, you can room with me. And I was like, oh, it feels sounds bad. I was like, oh, okay. So I like know there's some rooms, but I know it sounds bad, but so like I was just like, you want your Summit experience to be, I don't know, like you don't want to be like rooming with somebody you don't know. I don't know. It's just
I've had people that ended up rooming with people that they didn't really have fun with, and that totally kind of affects their
yeah. So anyway, okay, Bryn.
Just message me. I think I need. We bought the. Okay, let's go. We bought the hotel rooms like the day after everyone got home from Summit. So like my confirmation email is like buried somewhere.
It's okay.
So just message me and I'll find it.
Yeah, because I have 4 girls that are on the wait list that are looking for a room. So I'll see if they figured something out.
Yeah, same here. Okay.
Okay, sweet. Okay. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Rosie, will you send us that Google Doc?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I will send it. I'll send it to Jerica real quick, and then you can pass it on.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. See you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.